All right. Now, for most women, their wedding day is the most amazing, spectacular, exceptional, wonderfully beautiful day of their lives, right? But the problem with that day is quite often for many brides, the days, the weeks, the months leading up to that big day are a complete nightmare and are sometimes the worst days, weeks, months of their lives, right? There's just so much to do. There's so much to plan. There's so much to prepare for. There's so much to book. There's so much to pay for. It can just be so stressful and overwhelming. And so what we've done with VP Wedding Planner is we've created a planner in your pocket that can make planning your wedding a piece of cake. Let me show you exactly how that works. So when you log into VP Wedding Planner for free, the site's going to ask you a couple of super simple questions. First, names. All right, so my name is Mike, my bride is Monique. We've actually been married for 14 years, but for demonstration purposes, I said that we're going to get married on April Fool's Day 2018 in Corpus Christi. All right, so now the site knows that the bride and groom are Mike and Monique, and our wedding is now 138 days to go. All right, so it knows all of that. Now, on your homepage, you'll see that we've got all these different suppliers and venues that you can order from, right? There's venues and florists and bridal attire. Everything that you ever need for your wedding, it's all right here, and you can search our list of suppliers, all right? But let's go into the planning first, okay? So the first thing you want to do is click on the checklist, and you'll see here that everything's broken down into what you need to do to get started, choosing your wedding party, location, legal logistics, all that sort of stuff. Now that's great, but me personally, I like everything to be shown by timeline, okay? So when you click on the timeline link, you can see what you need to do right away, and then you can see 12 months into your big day. And if you remember, my big day was only, 180 days away or something. So you can see that all the stuff I was supposed to do 12 months in advance, they all have these red exclamation, warnings, because I haven't done any of this stuff that should have been done 12 months prior. Here's all the stuff that should have been done 11 months prior. Again, all this stuff hasn't been done because, well, I haven't done any of it. And, so how do you do it, you say? So all you have to do is click on it, book your officiant, and there, it's crossed off. So I know who my officiant is, and we're all set to go. Okay, plan your honeymoon. Oh yeah, that's the first thing you do, right? And so that's all checked off, so we know when things are done. Now, as we get closer, and now my wedding's 5 months away, now I know that, okay, so now I need to book or designate my day of coordinator. I know I need to start tasting and ordering wedding cakes. I need to book hair and makeup for the wedding day, all that stuff. And so, again, and then if there's something that you want to add to that list, let's say, 3 months away, I want to buy my sister, a plane ticket, and then I can put that, so 3 months away, and I save that, and now that's on there. See, so I can remember that 3 months away I want to buy my sister a plane ticket. So you can customize your list as you go. All right, so that's really cool. That's going to make sure that you don't forget anything, that you don't leave anything that needs to be booked in advance, that you don't leave those things to the last minute. All right, so this is super valuable. But a lot of us too, we're also very budget conscious, right? And so we come over to the budget link here. And so I've said that my wedding budget is $15,000, okay? So what the website does is it says, okay, if you've got $15,000 to spend, then this is what the industry recommends you spend on each of these categories, okay? And these are just for your information. Again, this is just sort of what industry standards are based on a percentage of your total spend, all right? So I've got a few things checked off here. So I know the industry recommends $960, but I knew of a place that I thought cost around $2,000, so I put that estimate in there. I'll show you how you do that. So entertainment and music, you can see it's $384. If you want to put your estimate in, let's say I'm going to spend $400 on that, boom, boom, and you save, and now you can see that my entertainment music is now estimated at $400. Okay. So back to the venue. I said that I thought it was going to cost me $2,000, but when I actually went ahead and booked it, it was only $1,800. So I saved $200 there. And then the florist, here, the industry recommend I spend $864 on flowers, but I wanted to go a little bit cheaper, and I was going to estimate only $600. But then when I consulted my wife, I found out that we actually had to spend $1,000. So we spent $1,000 on flowers. And you can see here, now it's in red that I know I went $400 over my estimated budget on the flowers. Same thing happened with cakes and sweets. The industry recommended $384. I wanted to do it for $200. We ended up doing it for $250, and so we were over budget by $50 there. So you can see where you've gone over. All right, and then here again, catering and liquor was supposed to be $1,800, so I estimated $1,800, but then I ended up booking it for $1,500, so I saved $300 there. So that's really all that is. And when you look at the top, you can see that my target budget is $15,000. And then you can see how much I've already estimated, $6,100, but that's because I haven't budgeted everything yet. So let's see how I'm $8,900 under budget. Let's say I'm going to spend $900 on the videographer. And by doing that, that number at the top will change to $8,000 under budget. See, so now I have $8,000. So I've estimated $7,000, and I still have $8,000 left in my estimate. So for my bridal attire, my grooms, all this other stuff here all needs to be estimated still. And then at the top, we've got a running total. So I've booked $4,550, but I still have $10,450 available to spend. So that's how your budget goes. And what's really cool about that is if you do the work and you come and you set everything out in advance, so you know what your estimates are, then you'll know how reasonable this $15,000 target budget is, right? If you go through and do all this work, and at the end, it comes up to, $25,000 estimated, well, then you're like, okay, I've got two options. I can find another $10,000 to spend on my wedding, or I can start going through and saying, okay, where can I start chipping away so that I can carve away $10,000 where I was over budget. All right, so that's how that works. And it's a super cool tool that will save you a ton of stress before the wedding and will save you even more stress, trust me, once you're married, if you don't start with an additional $10,000 in debt because you didn't budget well for your wedding. All right, so that's great, but how are you going to spend the money? Where are you going to spend the money? And VP Wedding Planner makes that really easy too. So if you need to book a wedding venue, all you need to do is, there's a couple ways you can do it, but one way is you can access all the local venues right from your budget page. Okay, so you just click on the little magnifying glass over here, and what that's going to do is it's going to open up all the venues in the Corpus Christi area. All right, so they're all right here for you to check out. Now, like I say, we're updating this now, so there's going to be a lot more information on each of these venues as the days and weeks progress. But right now, all the names are here, and you can click to learn more about each and every one of them, right? You can also add some of them to your favorites list. So let's say I wanted to also keep in mind the Art Center of Corpus Christi. Just click on the little heart, and that's going to be added to my short list. Okay, so you go to short list, and you can see how we've got the three venues that I want to look at further. The Ranch at San Patricio, Dancing Elk Alexander Ranch, and the Art Center of Corpus Christi. Once I book it, just click and book, and then it's booked. And then you add your price here for how much you booked it for. I've already got this booked in my budget, but let's say it's $3,000, and I submit. And then when you come up to your budget, you'll see what happens is there it is right there. I don't know if you remember, but it was $2,000 before, but now I have it at $3,000. All right, so that's very cool. Now, so you can see your short list here. So when you go through all the list of suppliers, you can shortlist the ones you want, and then it's really easy to come back and find them. Okay, so that's what the shortlist tool does. Let's see, what else do we have on this thing? So we've got, this is something else we're just working on right now, the advice columns. We have hundreds of articles that we're in the process of uploading to VP Wedding Planner right now. And here's all the different tags that you're going to be able to search for them. So venues, florists, bridal attire, cake, sweets. I'll let you go through all those, but we're going to have articles on all of this stuff, and it's just one click away, so you can check out that article. Trim the fat, that's our first one, pretty funny. Trim the fat, the cutting diet myths, okay? So here's some diet tips if you want to lose a couple of inches before your wedding. All right, so there is that there. And then of course, the last thing we have is we've got the local Hangouts with Sammy. Okay, so click on that. Here's the live Hangout page, and you can see down here here's our archives. So you can check out all the past Hangouts that we've had with Sammy. All right, so that is just a super brief. Actually, are probably over 10 minutes, but even that, it's still really brief for all of that VP Wedding Planner can do. I promise you, if you put this tool to use, it will make planning your wedding a piece of cake. You won't miss anything. You won't overlook anything. There won't be any last minute surprises. And most importantly, you will have a tool that helps you stay within your budget. All right, so I hope you love what you saw, and I look forward to you signing up and using the platform, and then tell us your feedback. What do you like about it? What don't you like about it? What would you like to see added? What would you like to see improved? Like I say, right now, our priority is updating our vendors, making sure we have a whole bunch of suppliers and vendors so they have a ton of information there for you, and then we're also adding as many articles as we can, as fast as we can, and we're working on that this very week. All right, so that's it for now. And again, I look forward to seeing you inside the VP Wedding Planner platform. All right, until then, have a great day.